It's the news at noon on ABN Radio. It's facts, it's balance.
It's noon. Today, the 21st day in the month of October 2022. First, the major headlines. Senator Orji Kalu, Abaribe, CA, Orji, and others call for Nnamdi Kanu's release. Name second Niger bridge after Ojukwu, Ohanaeze tells President Buhari. Federal government reveals real cause of devastating flood in Nigeria. These are the major headlines. We'll be right back with details and many more after the commercial. Stay connected.
The news at noon on ABN Radio. It's facts, it's balance, it's accurate and entertaining. It's the news at...
Welcome back. I am Adeshola Samuel Emmanuel. Now on the details. Senator Orji Kalu, Abaribe, T. Orji, and others urge federal government not to appeal appellate court ruling. The Southeast Caucus in the Senate on Thursday urged the federal government to obey the appeal court ruling, which ordered the immediate release of leader of indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Member representing Aba South constituency in Abia State House of Assembly, Honorable Obinna Ichita, has called on the public to ignore narratives by agents of the state government that a certain presidential candidate stopped CBN from disbursing funds for the construction of Ariaria International Market, saying there is no truth in that. The ongoing 100-day liberation prayers of invocation for Abia State has entered its 80th day, says the organizer. This comes as they applaud the people of the state for their eagerness to pray, a spiritual exercise which commenced on 1st August 2022. Apostle Chuks Anoize, the project coordinator, Abia Apostolic Intercessory Team, while featuring on ABN TV's Talk Make I Talk, expressed gratitude to God for how far God has led the team so far, saying about 15 local government areas in the state are so far being covered. Ohanaeze Ndigbo has commended the regime of President Muhammadu Buhari for the completion of the second Niger bridge. The Apex Igbo Socio-Cultural Organization said the completion of the project has earned President Buhari forgiveness from the Igbo people for not fulfilling his 2015 electoral promises, which included ravaging the Enugu coal mine. The governorship candidate of the All Progressive Grand Alliance APGA in Ebonyi State, Professor Bernard Ifeanyi Odo, narrowly escaped death on Thursday after his convoy was attacked by gunmen. ABN TV gathered that Odo's convoy was pelted with bullets on his way to Uboko, Easy local government area of the state, for a meeting. The national chairman of the Labour Party, Comrade Julius Abure, cried out over what he alleged is a coordinated attack on members of the party in some of the states of the federation. Abure said this while receiving the audience of delegation of interfaith clerics at the party's national secretariat in Abuja on Thursday. Bruce Fain, a counsel to the detained leader of indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, has written to the U.S. Senate and House of Representatives urging the parliament to recommend an adequate sanction to President Joe Biden against Nigerian leader Muhammadu Buhari and the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami. The federal government has said claims that the flood ravaging many states of the Federation is caused by Cameroon's Lado Dam are false. On September 20th, the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, said the release of Lado Dam will cascade down to Nigeria and cause heavy flooding in 13 states. Godi Jedi Abba, the Minister of State for Power, revealed the national grid has not collapsed this year. He claimed that rather than collapsing, there had just been disruptions. This was said by Mr. Jedi Abba on Thursday when he testified before the House of Representatives Committee on Power regarding the ongoing investigation into the frequent national grid failures. Operatives of the Economic and Financial Crime Commission (EFCC) has arrested a 29-year-old Eme Ifechukwu Clinton for impersonation, computer-related fraud, obtaining by false pretense, and money laundering. On foreign scene, the Pentagon is picking up the tab for service members who opt to travel to obtain abortions, according to a new policy directive by Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin. Austin announced on Thursday that the Department of Defense was setting up transportation allowances for service members and their defendants who opt to travel to receive an abortion. On sports, Cristiano Ronaldo has dropped from Manchester United squad for Saturday's clash with Chelsea after his tantrum against Tottenham. Ronaldo stormed down to Old Trafford Tunnel with several minutes remaining in United's 2-0 win over Tottenham on Wednesday. And this brings us to the end of the news at noon. But before we go, a recap of our major headlines.
The news at noon on ABN Radio. It's facts.
Senator Orji Kalu, Abaribe, T.A. Orji and others call for Nnamdi Kanu's release. Named second Niger bridge after Ojukwu, Ohanaeze tells President Buhari. Federal government reveals real cause of devastating flood in Nigeria. For these and many more, you can log on to our website at www.abntv.com.ng. You can also download our app on Google Play Store at ABN Radio. You can as well visit any of the social media platforms displayed on your screen. I am Adeshola Samuel Emmanuel. This news was edited and packaged by Ifeanyi Okali.